So don't let me go in alone. Turn your head up to the sky, nothing down below but me. Face the truth to realize all that we could be. Torn apart by rage and fear, hold on to what brought you here. Don't let it go, never let go.
Nothing down below me. Face the truth and realize all that we could be.
Turn your head up to the sky, nothing down below. Don't let go. Now you say you're lonely. You cry the whole night through. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. And now you say you're sorry for being so untrue. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river, 'cause I cried a river over you. You drove me nearly out of my head, while you never shed a tear, babe. Remember, I remember all that you said. You told me love was too plebeian, told me you were through with me. And now you say you love me. Well, just to prove that you do, why don't you cry me a river? Cry me a river, 'cause I cry a river over you, over you. You say you love me, but you lie. Well, just to prove that you do, come on and cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. I cried a been hurt by love that's out of our hands. For all it's worth, I'm drawing a line that's in the sand. Another morning just won't do. I need your love to shine on through, or it won't be new. Whatever it takes, my love, I'll find it. Whatever it takes, my love, to put the lonely days behind us. I'm laying it down. Whatever it takes, my love.
If there's a chance for two hearts to celebrate, to blow out some candles and tempt the hand of fate,
You make a wish, I'll make one too.
I'll make a wish.
Close your eyes, love, when you do, or it won't come true. Whatever it takes, my love, I'll find it. Whatever it takes, my love, to put the lonely days behind us. I'm laying it down.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 76th graduation ceremony of Basic Academy of International Studies. We are excited for our graduates of the class of 2019. Our goal today is to provide our graduates with a dignified ceremony they can remember for the rest of their lives. To do this, we need your cooperation. The members of the class of 2019 respectfully request that parents, family members, and guests refrain from unnecessary noise, disruptions during the graduation ceremony. It is the desire of the class that all graduates be honored equally and that all family and friends are able to hear their student's name called. With this goal in mind, there are a few things we ask of you in order to show respect to all of our graduates. At this time, please turn off or silence your cell phones. Please do not sound air horns, which will prevent the students following yours to be able to hear their name called. This is a dignified occasion, and our graduates have worked hard and long to be here. Please understand that we announce the students' names quickly, and it is difficult to hear every graduate's name if the celebration is too loud or too long for any individual student. Please allow every graduate to be honored as they receive their diploma. Please be considerate of others and respectful at all times. And now, please stand as we welcome the Basic Academy of International Studies class of 2019. Yeah, let's get one more round of applause. Graduates, please take your seats. Members of the Chamber Choir, please take your places. On behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, and the entire community, we welcome you, graduates, to the Basic Academy of International Studies commencement ceremony of 2019. At this time, I would like to introduce Leilani Ritchie, Student Body Chief of Staff, and Emily Mangan, Student Body Vice President.
Good morning. I am Leilani Ritchie, Student Body Chief of Staff. It is our pleasure to welcome graduates, their families, friends, and our dignitaries to this memorable occasion.
I'm Emily Mangan, Student Body Vice President. We would now like to introduce Basic Academy's U.S. Marine Corps Junior ROTC for the presentation of colors. Would everyone please stand?
Gentlemen, remove your hats. I need to leave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by the Basic Academy Chamber Singers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red left the singing air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing while the colors leave the floor and for the singing of Alma Mater.
Please turn to the back page of your program for the words of our alma mater. Thank you. You may take your seats. Thank you again to our amazing chamber singers under the direction of Mr. Ryan Duff, our Marine Corps Junior ROTC under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Warfield and Sergeant Major Castle. Our pledge was led by Hunter Espanola, Senior Class Representative. I'm Kelsey Weber, Student Body Representative. Now please welcome Mickey Berg and Michaela Schaub.
I am Mickey Berg, Senior Class Treasurer. It is now our pleasure to introduce our invited dignitaries.
Good morning. I am Michaela Schaub, Senior Class Historian. We would like to introduce the following.
Mr. Gerald Bustamante, Principal of Basic Academy of International Studies.
Dr. Justin Manchel, Region Associate Superintendent.
Miss Mary Shilaba, Principal of Duler Elementary School.
Miss Holly Ratliff, Principal at Swell and Josh Stevens Elementary School.
Miss Kimberly Basham, Principal at Taylor Elementary School.
Mr. David Rose, Principal at Courtney Junior High.
Miss Stephanie Tapman, Principal of Paley Elementary School.
We appreciate your attendance at our graduation ceremony, and thank you for all you do for students.
And now, the foreign exchange students, Haley Hubbard and Lauren Powell.
Good morning, my name is Haley Hubbard, Student Body Historian.
Hi, and I'm Lauren Powell, Student Body Treasurer. It is now our pleasure to introduce the foreign exchange students for the 2018-2019 school year.
Huka Gui has come to us from Japan. Huka loves our national parks, especially the Grand Canyon. She thinks everything here in America is very big, and she was surprised and delighted about how friendly people are. Huka will miss her friends, host family, and Mexican food. Say hello to Huka.
Gabriel Kukula is visiting from Finland. Gabriel's favorite things about America are the fried chicken and how things are different in different states. He was also surprised about how much bigger everything is here. He will miss his friends, his host family, and school sports and the food. Give it up for Gabriel.
Christopher Vesper comes from Germany. His favorite thing about America is the In-N-Out burger. He also enjoyed the national parks and big cities. He was surprised by the size of cars here in America, as well as the big bags of food in the grocery store. Christopher will miss school sports and assemblies, his friends, and robotics. A round of applause for Christopher.
Jonathan von Bergen is from Sweden. His favorite things about America is the food, especially the Mexican food, which they don't have in Sweden. Jonathan also commented on how big everything is here in America. It sounds like we might be a little bit spoiled. He will miss the Mexican food and his host family. Please give a warm good morning to Jonathan.
Now please welcome Student Body President Monique Raven.
As Student Body President, I wanted to deliver a speech that would have a lasting influence. Right away, I started to think of inspirational quotes that I'm sure all of us have heard once in our lives. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened, Dr. Seuss. Be the change that you wish to see in the world, Mahatma Gandhi. Start where you are with what you have, make something of it, and never be satisfied, George Washington Carver. After stressing for hours on what I wanted to say during this grad speech, I realized that my final wisdom to the class of 2019 should not be defined by a single quote a person in the spotlight once said. Rather, it will be influenced by a rock. On the final meeting of all student body presidents across the Vegas Valley, we did an activity where we were given a bag filled with rocks. I reached into the bag, felt around, and pulled out a rock. I studied it for a moment, noticing all its imperfections. Then I turned it over to see the word dream written on it. I asked myself, what are you going to do with this rock? Yes, there is a temptation to throw it randomly at my siblings, but there's more to this rock, right? Studying this rock, I came to the realization that this is my rock. With its lumps and bumps, scratches, smooth surface, and perfect polish, this is my rock. I tell this story because a rock symbolizes more than a wrestler from WWE back in the 1990s. Think about a rock for a moment. Some are as old as our Earth and have survived everything from natural disasters to wars to being skipped across a pond. Rocks like our lives can represent stability, a timeless life, resilience, and strength. A rock truly represents the wondrous class of 2019. We have our imperfections, but the characteristics of a rock overpower what we might be ashamed to show. By utilizing these characteristics, we will gain the strength to find our happiness, to keep stability in every situation we encounter, to maintain resilience when challenges or misfortunes arise, and to live in an everlasting moment. Now is our time to choose how our rocks will be. Class of 2019, we will face moments during adulthood where we will hit rock bottom, but remember the past obstacles that we've survived. Each of us has the strength of a rock, so find satisfaction with whom you will become and never find yourself on the rocks. Okay, enough with the cheesy rock metaphors for now. When I imagine my rock, I see a dented and scarred up figure with the word dream written in silver lettering. This rock chose me. It's not the perfect rock and will never be, but it's what strengthens my hopes and desires for a successful future. Starting back to elementary school, we all grew up with this clean, unblemished rock. Through its time, natural disasters came and changed the way of the rock. Whether it gained scratches or scars, or found itself in a rock tumbler, it survived with strength and experience. Just by looking at the graduating class of 2019, I envision such significant accomplishments for each and every one of us. Now that we have come to the concluding stage of our teenage days, it is time to take charge and find the meaning of your rock and its capability with certainty and no matter the circumstances. The strength and confidence in each and every senior sitting here today is unimaginable to any previous graduating class, no offense. As we go our separate ways, I want to wish you all the best of luck in achieving the life you have imagined for yourself. I am excited to see you all rock the boat with the fantastic opportunities you will create for yourself and the future. Don't ever give up on whom you want to become because you're capable of doing anything and everything. You have made it to this point in your life, so what's stopping you now? Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done for us, Monique. My name is Nikki Saavedra, and I would like to introduce to you our salutatorian. To become a salutatorian, one must have the second highest grade point average in the school. The student has a GPA of 4.784. Our salutatorian is Gabriella Stump. Please give her a hand.
Good morning, I'm Gabriella Stump, Senior Class Secretary. The honor of valedictorian goes to the student who achieves the highest grade point average in the class. That is a 4.8, which means these students receive straight A's for every class for the last 4 years. And they took many honors and advanced placement classes. This year at Basic Academy, we have a tie for this honor, a 4-way tie. All 4 have not only achieved a perfect grade point average, but they have been involved in sports, student council, performing groups, and many other activities. Our valedictorians are Darby Parisi, Jimmy Ruiz, Rihanna Stembridge, and Leilani Ritchie. Let's give them a round of applause. Each valedictorian has been asked to give you something to think about. Please welcome to the podium our first valedictorian, Darby Parisi.
As Shakespeare once said, hello. And that's where I was stuck for 20 minutes while writing the speech. I've been preparing to be valedictorian since I was a freshman, and yet I still had no idea what wisdom I wanted to impart to you. Then the thought occurred to me that I didn't have any, so I'll have to use the wisdom of others to send us on our way. The great philosopher Plato said, "I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing." This made me kind of sad because I think I know a few things. Number one, I know that life is hard and it's about to get harder. That's okay though, because life is about good times and bad times and overcoming our challenges. Without the bad, we can't know the good. Number two, I know that the best times are yet to come. Our lives are just beginning, so let's make the most of it. We have only seen a small portion of life and finally have the opportunity to explore what's out there. Lastly, number three, I know that you get to write your own story. We have the power to choose how we live our lives, so let's strive to make it the best it can be. Uncle Iroh says, "Life happens wherever you are, whether you make it or not." I'm sure my few observations on the world probably won't change your life, but they sure have helped me. Let us leave basic with high aspirations, but let us remember, once a wolf, always a wolf. Please welcome our next valedictorian, Jimmy Ruiz.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, families, and 2019 graduates. Before I begin, I would like to thank everyone who helped get me here, and to my mom, who helped me fight a battle we have all fought, procrastination. However, we shouldn't dwell on the procrastination, struggles, stresses, or conflicts of high school. Rather, we should celebrate that we are here now and moving on. We finally did it. All of us here ready to take the next step in life. But before that happens, we are given a moment of recognition. And I am endowed with the pleasure of dropping some knowledge on you from what I've learned from my time at Basic Academy. For some of us, today is the greatest achievement we have so far. And for others, it's just a stepping stone to the beginning of everything. High school has been a journey of ups and downs that have helped shape us into the people we are today, forging new friendships, breaking away old ones, and most importantly, giving us memories that will last a lifetime. Like Kesha, I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days, because I would have cherished every moment so much more. But we can only move forward and be optimistic that we took advantage of every opportunity and did things just for the sake of doing them, because as Big Time Rush said, we take what comes and we keep on going, leaning on each other's shoulders. Always remember to be grateful for what you're given, and remember life is not going to go easy on you because you're new. Dr. Seuss said it best, so be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. There'll be times of trouble, times when the challenges may be too scary, too difficult, or too much for you to handle, and those are the tests of character. Remember your training, remember all the good things in your life, and use that light to push through, because you are enough. Today marks the end of an era of childhood. Tomorrow we leave basic and begin anew. As you go through life, remember the wise words of Britney Spears. There's only two types of people in the world, the ones that entertain and the ones that observe. And I hope all of you are the put on a show type. Hell yeah. Thank you. Please welcome Rihanna Stembridge.
Principal Bustamante, faculty members, family, friends, Madison, Becca, the guy in the blue robe, and fellow graduates. It seems that we have finished the final chapter of high school. Looking back, the years that we were in high school seemed to be similar to the Marvel Universe. Just like Thanos collected Infinity Stones, we witnessed Disney collect large companies to add on to their prosperity. And just like Spider-Man, we sometimes found ourselves in strange new galaxies whenever we walked into a new performing arts classroom. Through the 13 or 14 years we have endured school, we have learned and experienced many things. Perhaps we won't use all of this information in the world beyond school, but the true quest is knowledge and eventually wisdom, if you so choose to seek after it. The point to learn from all of this is similar to the words of Mark A. Cooper: life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself. We are entering a whole new world out there. Now, whether you decide that path to be college, career, or trade school is up to you. The thing that really matters, though, is how you choose to live the next chapter of your life. Will you decide to enjoy it and take a new step forward every day, or will you choose to wait? Will Rogers said, "Even if you are on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there." It's time for you to choose what person you want to become. If that's a superhero, then awesome. If that's a genius, then that's pretty cool too. But you don't have to be overly spectacular to still make a difference in someone's tomorrow. Whether you know it or not, you could be someone's role model. It's up to you to decide what role model you'll be. Will you take the initiative and work hard to reach your goals? A quote from Sean Spencer says, "The best things, the richest things, aren't supposed to come easily, and that sometimes the moments that make the most sense happen when everything else doesn't." Today we will be passing one of the major thresholds in our life. By taking a step into tomorrow, we are now fully in control of where our lives go. We will no longer have counselors to fill our open periods or teachers that will tell us we need to turn in all of our late work. With a great power comes great responsibility. That was Spider-Man's motto. I hope that we can all look at this new responsibility as a great opportunity to make a difference. Perhaps we won't all make a difference on a world scale, but we can at least make a difference to ourselves. Be your own greatest hero. Congrats, class of 2019. Please welcome Leilani Ritchie.
Before I begin, all chamber singers, please take your places for the senior song. Quote, "Sometimes I will start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going," end quote. Michael Scott. I started to write this speech the day that it was due, and if that doesn't sum up most of high school, then I don't know what will. But as I sat down and began to write the speech, I was clueless. There were just so many things that I didn't want the speech to be, like boring, offensive, long-winded, etc. My focus was geared toward everything that it couldn't be, rather than everything it could be. Then it dawned on me that most of us have this pessimistic outlook when it comes to our futures and life in general. We think that our lives can't be a certain way because of standards set by people who most likely won't be relevant in 5 years. What we should really focus on are the endless amount of possibilities there are to thrive and succeed. Almost every single one of us has been told that anything is possible as long as we set our minds to it. As we grew older, the stresses of life, school, and social norms not only makes us hesitant, but consumed us as well. Throughout this time, each and every one of us has gone through something. Regardless of these trials and tribulations we've all gone through, each one of us has lost that optimistic point of view that we've had at one point or another. We all need to step back to acknowledge the trials that we have endured, whether they were life-altering or something you haven't given a second thought to since it happened, because it will be made obvious that there are so many things that could have thrown you off track, reasons to give up. These trials can do one of two things for us. They can either instill an overwhelming negativity and a sense of hopelessness, or we can use these trials to make us stronger. But take a look around you. There are so many people who you have lost or created bonds with, people who you are very similar or very different from, people who you didn't even know existed until you rehearsed graduation. The one thing that every single one of us has in common is that we have overcome our trials, we have used them to strengthen ourselves, and are here graduating today. We didn't let the negativity get in our way, no matter how hard it tried. Sure, graduating is what is expected of us, but it has been our ultimate goal for most of our lives this far. It has taken around 17 years to get here, and we finally did it. We have made it through the beginning stages of the storm heading into adulthood, and now we have the tools necessary to make it through the rest of it. The all-knowing Hannah Montana once said, "Life's what you make it, so let's make it rock." No matter how cliched that is, it's true. If we could just open our eyes and see everything the world has to offer, life will be so much easier. We began this ceremony as students, and we will leave as Basic Academy alumni, but nonetheless, we are all wolves. So remember, Wolves, to be you, be strong, and read great. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jada Hapatana. Let's have one more round of applause for our valedictorians. In a moment, we will hear from our senior class vice president, Yanova Espinola. But first, I would like to introduce one more time the Basic Academy Chamber Singers performing our senior class song, Have It All by Jason Mraz.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in you being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less.
May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. And may the best of Here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all.
May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, no immeasurable wealth.
May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. And may the follow. Here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all.
I want you to have it.
All you can imagine.
No matter what your path is.
If you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, go, go. Raise your glasses. Go, go, go. You can have it all. I toast you. Here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all.
Good morning, class of 2019, and congratulations. I am Yanova Espanola, Senior Class Vice President. I would like to welcome and thank everyone, parents, teachers, and friends who have joined us for this special day, for getting us to where we are. We could not have done it without you. Before I continue, I would like to thank my mom for always being my #1 supporter. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I also want to give a personal shout out and thank you to my friends in student council who always helped me whenever I needed it. This one's for you guys, you know who you are. Now to my friends and classmates, this is it, the day we have all been waiting for, graduation day. When our teachers and parents said it would go by in the blink of an eye, we did not believe them, and now we are here. It is fair to say now that you were right. Today is a very important day for us all. It's the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another. As we go through our lives, I hope we will look back at the time we spent at Basic Academy and reflect on how we grew from them. It's a time for us to step out of our youth and into our adulthood. We have joined the land of adulting, and I know we will be great at it. As we all take this next step, I hope that we are successful in our endeavors and that we show this world what we are made of. We will become the next doctors, nurses, teachers, engineers, military personnel, businessmen, makeup artists, or maybe even YouTube or Instagram influencers, etc. Whatever we become, I hope that we strive to be the best at it. To end with some quotes, C.S. Lewis once said, "There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind." And to that, Walt Disney would also say, "Keep moving forward." I encourage all of us to continue to look ahead and keep moving forward in this roller coaster experience called life. It is crazy to think that this will be the last time all of us will be together as a class. But I am so proud and happy for us and the accomplishments we have made to get to this moment. We made it. It's our time. Cheers to us, class of 2019.
Good morning. I'm Ramsey Nielsen.
And I am Colton Banks. We are both senior class representatives.
It is our pleasure to introduce our principal, Mr. Gerald Bustamante.
Mr. Bustamante came to us as our principal 2 years ago.
But he has been a wolf since he went to school here many, many years ago.
It wasn't that long. Mr. Bustamante graduated in 1994.
Since returning to basic, Mr. Bustamante has taught the importance of our new mantra, be you, be strong, be great.
Mr. Bustamante not only taught us this new mantra, but has acted as an example of what it means.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our principal, Mr. Gerald Bustamante.
Thank you. Good morning. And first, I want to give a big round of applause to our valedictorians and those wonderful speeches and the great theme and advice to our class. Graduates, family members, honored guests, colleagues, I'm truly honored to have the opportunity as the principal of Basic Academy of International Studies to address the class of 2019. Our school is one of the long-standing institutions of the Clark County School District with rich traditions and history. So 2 years ago, I started the tradition to recognize the Basic Academy alumni in the audience for our graduates to see the pride and support in the room. So if you're a graduate, an alumni of Basic High School, Basic Academy, please stand for our students to recognize you. That's what it means, once a wolf, always a wolf. So last week, I had the honor to speak to the 5th grade class of Robert Taylor Elementary School. Going back to where I started as a kindergartner and seeing myself in the students, I was addressing the story of my life from when I was 6 up to that moment was playing in the back of my mind. My story is one that I have shared with many students and individuals during my years of education, and I've shared my story with many of you. I told the 5th graders that they had a story. Although in its infancy, they still had a story to create in the years to come. At this point, all of you have a story that led up to this glorious event. Your story is unique. However, I guarantee in your story, you find our mantra of be you, be strong, be great. Think about the best book, movie, or miniseries you have read or watched. There's always a main character, right? The main character always encounters one type of conflict, either with a person, themselves, fate, nature, or society. During the storyline, the character faces the conflict and has to decide who they want to be. Then they have to struggle and build strength in who they are. Ultimately, they reach a form of greatness within the storyline because they held strong in their values and what they believe in. Thus, the hero emerges. You're here today because you chose to write your story. You didn't allow someone else to write it for you. You faced your conflicts and remained strong in who you wanted to be. I encourage you to look back at your life and watch how your story has developed up to this day, because today you were you, strong and great. Today you are the hero. Yes, they are the hero. Your story and the story of every alumni of Basic Academy should be told. We're striving to be a five-star school, but we have long produced five-star individuals that have a story of grit, perseverance, resiliency, and determination, and that's what I love about my alma mater, Basic Academy. We know who we are, we stay strong in who we are, and we strive to be great in who we become. Continue being your own author and continue to write your story. Make it a story worth telling. Make it a story people want to hear. Make it a story to inspire others. Your story matters, as you too may be presented with an opportunity to share it with a group of fifth graders. With that being said, I want everyone to hear who you are. I want them to hear and know how strong you are, and they need to know how great you are. Parents, family members, this is also your time to let our graduates know that you support who they are, how strong they are, and how great they are as well. And we do this with our Be You, Be Strong, Be Great mantra. Seniors, are you ready? Are you ready to let everybody know who you are? Here we go. We're going 2 times around. This is it. One last time. Be. 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 One more time, family. I need to hear you as well. Let them know your support. Be. 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 We love you, class of 2019. Very proud of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our School Associate Superintendent, Mr. Dunson Mansell. Dr. Mansell, I now present to you the Basic Academy of International Studies, class of 2019.
On behalf of the state of Nevada, Superintendent Jesus Chara, and the School Board of Trustees, I proudly accept the Basic Academy class of 2019. Congratulations. Nicely done.
Now this is the time we've been waiting for. We are now ready for the presentations of diplomas. Students on stage, take your positions. Parents, family, and guests, as students leave the stage today, they'll be given a flower. Each graduate will give the flower to the person or persons whom helped them make it through graduation.
Gabriella Nicole Stump.
Julio Enrique Duron.
Darby Joyce Parisi.
Kylie Pauni Funaki.
Jimmy Ruiz.
Aaron Ray Greenewalt.
Brianna May Stembridge.
Nicole Yvette Saavedra.
Jada Lee Hapatana.
Monique Janae Raven.
Yanova K. Espinola.
Lauren Beth Powell.
Ramsey Deborah Nielsen.
Haley Nicole Hubbard.
Colton Derek Banks.
Michaela Nicole Shop.
Michaela Marie Berg.
Kelsey Alexandria Weber.
Hunter K. Espinola.
Emily K. Mangan.
Leilani Porter Ritchie.
Ramon Avila.
Alex Jordan Intal Cabrera.
Vanessa Barone Ruelas.
Mary Christine Clarich.
Paulo Cesar Bolanos.
Joash Sarana Dancel.
Cameron Sadie Cabrera.
Jessica Esmeralda Alfaro Cruz.
Christian Castor.
Kaylee Sue Bales.
Rebecca Ann Chowan.
Matthew James Bayrider.
Zachary Dylan Cole.
Diana Conchola.
John Ezekiel Tosco Cruz.
Raquel Yvette Chavez Velasquez.
Joseph Barnabas Curry.
Nicholas J. Crisp.
Angelo Desierto.
JC Javier Cuenza.
Ethan Aiden Emery.
Kian Imperial Dayrit.
Andrea Flores Navarro.
Halima T. Devro.
Min Audrey Gibson.
Mark Spencer Esplin.
Aurora Kate Gromas.
Jessica Nicole Fortin.
Catherine Marie Grounds.
Caitlin Marie Graham.
Hannah Marie Gunderson.
Giselle Rose Graves.
Suaga Hollins.
Bailey Rose Gunderson.
Jasmine Aaliyah Hannah.
Brandon Matthew Hall.
Tanwa Abraham Joseph Hoff.
Savannah Lindsay Hawkins.
Braden John Hummel.
Mason Lane Harris.
Jasmine Leigh Jones.
Samantha Ann Arlene Helm.
Stephen Gerald Justice.
Chelsea Danielle DeVera James.
Hannah Ruth Lord.
Savannah Marie Judnich.
Jonathan Martinez.
Michelle Shizuko Kim.
Hannah Jill McDonald.
Nicole Ledesma Rodriguez.
Darla K. Millis.
Jonathan Cross Lopez.
Michelle Angela Nicelli.
Veronica Marquez.
Jamie Jacqueline Oliva.
Autumn Dawn Mastro Domenico.
Jennifer Heidi Paez Rodriguez.
Dylan Meacham.
Jorge Noel Perdomo Rodriguez.
Jessica Nicole Morales Lazaro.
Melissa Marite Perez.
Elizabeth Jolie Neal.
Nigel Lomibao Perello.
Natalie Lynn Oliver.
Andrea Pina Rabago.
Heidi Eileen Perez.
Cameo Alexis Pashalka.
Cody David Perkins.
All right. Dallas James Reed.
Christian Ray Pickett.
Ashley Evelyn Reyna Gamboa.
Brian Thomas Price.
Jacqueline Itzel Martinez Vasquez.
Haley Rollins.
Amina Susana Roas.
Kylo Malloy Reyes.
Austin Arthur Russell.
Adrian Giovanni Rivas.
Sierra Morgan Shepard.
Pace Griffin Ronquillo.
Braden Eugene Sparks.
Alec James Russell.
Grace Batista Sugitan.
Alyssa Nicole Sanderson.
Valerie Dawn Trader.
Crystal Danielle Silva.
Indira Marilyn Tuya Sasopo. Kayla.
Everett Anderson Stewart.
Chuan Kaman Kayla Untharinder.
Gabriella Adriana Tapia.
Cole Holiday Weber.
Demarion Allen Devon Travers.
Kyle Zachary Williamson.
Kendra Joan Turner.
Anita Lasco.
Matthew Drake Walker.
Brandy Raylene Arietta.
Madison Lorraine Wilkinson.
Michael Anthony Belch.
Haley Nicole Ray.
Madison Marie Casey.
Phillips James Allen Weimer.
Eric Hacial Garcia Aguilar.
Kevin Justin Barcenas Medina.
Angelina Corin Groneman.
Haley Ruthann Carson.
Hunter Faith Hughes.
Yadon Fang.
Zachary Destin Larson.
Matthew Gonzalez.
Ruth Abigail Marquez Portillo.
Catherine Marie Huerta.
Frida Perez.
Anthony Edward Kraus.
Ryan Miguel Quiroga.
Ashley Marie Lewis.
Layla Ricks.
Autumn Parks.
Jessica Nicole Tarr.
Brendan Joseph Pico.
Hannah Rose Thursby Strasek.
Ilian Esther Ramos Colina.
Sienna B. Adams.
Catherine Alondra Salinas Argon.
Annette Aguilar.
Chantel Mia Telyuki.
Augustine Lee Alvarado.
Kirsten Tony Westerfield.
Anthony Gabriel Amesqua.
Caleb Adams.
Kelly Marie Anderson.
Adnan Ali.
Gabriel Leo Arana.
Jasmine Alvarez.
Cristian Roberto Arevalo Rodriguez.
Amber Anderson.
Leslie Elizabeth Ariaza.
Cassandra Gail Apple.
Leslie Estefania Avila.
Kevin Daniel Arcio Espinoza.
Irene Yvette Barajas.
Monica Marisol Argueta.
Paul Anthony Betts.
Tatum Baker.
Marilyn Rose Beverford.
Cassidy Ann Bean.
Carolyn Blackledge.
Sierra Leanne Bevel.
Sarah Nicole Bogue.
Kevin Lee Bigornia.
Connor Nicholas Edward Bradley.
Danielle Rose Blake.
Jaden Denzel Brown.
Michael William Booker.
Jonas Christopher Berger.
Summer Rain Bradley.
Hope Desiree Butler.
Logan J. Buist.
Isabella Maria Calhoun.
Cameron Sincere Burrell.
Enrique Canizales.
Ruben Cabrera.
Derek Landon Carney.
Cole Russell Campbell.
Driana Marie Carter.
Nico Gilberto Carcione Chavez.
Alyssa Emilia Castañon.
Christine Angel Carranza Rojas.
Aslaniel Castillo.
James Ryan Carroll.
Mariah Salea.
Ronan Lynn Castilian Pedad.
James W. Chaplin.
Litzy Larley Castillo.
Sophia Marie Ciccarelli.
Julio Cesar Castro Zuniga.
Iris Isabella Cole.
Yasmin Yesenia Chan King.
Cheryl Ann Condon.
Rendalyn La Paz Chiu.
Dalton William Cook.
Hunter Cordell Clifford.
Jasmine Marie Cordova.
Joey Collado.
Suzette Eden Cortez.
Annabelle Cook.
Megan Lynn Cotton.
Malia Cooley.
Marcus Matthew Cameron Crittenden.
Caleb Arness Cornelius.
Caitlin Jade Daniel.
Priscilla Victoria Kosu.
Alexis Victor Davila.
Joseph Patrick Coughlin.
Tiffany Kendall Jane Day.
Mario Cruz Gill.
Joseph Jeremy Dean.
Shariah LaRue Davis.
Jose Antonio DeAndrade.
Leonardo Campos de la Rosa.
Kevin Delgado.
Angelina Marie Dean.
Joshua Christopher Torno de la Raya.
Brandon Jacob de la Rosa.
Sophia Victoria Diaz.
Fernando Delgado Reyes.
Christian S. Dizon.
Sergio Andres Dea Galarza.
Terrence Joseph Diswit.
Abigail Diaz Castro.
Niel Alexis Edmonds.
James Thomas Drennan.
Jason Donnell Escalante.
Miranda Sky Dununez.
Ashara Michaela Espinoza.
Ian F. Callner.
Erica Estrada.
Amara Lee Ellenson.
Thomas Luke Ferris.
Ivan Espinoza.
Brian Flores.
Trace Doyle Evans.
Daniel Thomas Frank.
Jacob Curtis Fellhauer.
Dylan Scott Freeman.
Mariah Nicole Francis.
Kyle Ichiro Fung.
Brian Isaiah Franklin Wiseman.
Carolyn Adela Galvez.
Kylie Nicole Fugate.
Irene Marisol Garcia.
Juan Sebastian Galindo Escobar.
Joseph George Gomes.
Gabriel Gannon.
Trizia Gatbanton.
Lisa Garcia.
Alyssa Renee Gonzalez.
David Ali Garcia Ortega.
Taylor Autumn Gonzalez.
Danae Elena Gillian.
Dominic Arthur Gould.
Eric Angel Gomez.
Brianna Nicole Gray.
Ariana Gonzalez.
Tyler Joseph Grisette.
Kristen Stevens Granite.
Natalia Harris.
Noah Keith Gray.
Christian Thomas Hawkins.
Natalie Ariana Giavera.
Sonoy Kavai Ono Oe O Nalani Helenihi.
Alexis Michaela Gutierrez.
Christina Leilani Henley.
Carson Allen Hawkins.
Christopher Hernandez.
Rachel Maggie Henderson.
Leonardo J. Hernandez Torres.
Solomon James Akua.
Precious Lestar Hicks.
Marissa Ann Gonzalez.
Joshua Jordan Hill.
Evelyn Leslie Hernandez.
Caitlin Marie Howard.
Angelina Anastasia Herrera.
Caitlin Virginia Starr Hunsucker Sanchez.
Daniel James Higgins.
Sean Hunter Imperial.
Jordan Isaiah Hines.
Haley Janquart.
Grace Victoria Wesso.
Brenda Itzel Jimenez.
Sheila Melody Hunt.
Moses Elijah Johnson.
Crystal Michelle Jaramillo.
Dimitri Andre Jackson.
Kenneth Ray Johnson III.
Destiny Nubian Queen Jones.
Tyrese Stonray Johnston.
Sherry Jones.
Jonica Zakeda Jones.
Odin Michael Jordan.
Kiana Dawn Jordan.
Kiamara Barato Kennedy.
Sabrina Jordan.
Jessica Ann Kim.
Angie Jovanovic.
Jaden Wade King.
Connor John Katzman.
Michael Gabriel Kopnitsky.
Kalani Carrion Keys.
Shane Curry.
Caleb Ray Kimball.
Brianna Nicole Larson.
Brandon Kong.
Tyler Dale Lefko.
Stephanie Lagunas.
Alexis Jeanette Lewis.
Austin Lee Lawrence.
Josephine LaCour.
Amy Haley Leon Gonzalez.
Jordan Thomas Lofink.
Jesus Gabriel Lescano Mata.
Mia Monique Raylene Lopez.
Sixto Cesar Lobenia Nera.
Daniel Sampson Lukes.
Javier Lopez.
Ildefonso Macias.
Juan Manuel Lopez Olivio.
William Alexander McNabb.
Leilani LeRae Love.
Javari Stefan McGee.
Michael John McClary.
Evelyn Geraldine Marquez.
Sean Edwin Mack.
Tylin Martin Britt.
Jaden Ryan Magana.
Kevin Nike Martinez.
Savannah Teresa Mentanona.
Dorian Ivan McAllister.
Bailey Dion Martinez.
Antonio McCoy.
Ethan Alexander Matalana.
Brianna Rose McIntyre.
Franco Dupree Mays.
London Tate McGinty.
Braxton McCarthy.
Angelica Marie Meidinger.
Catriona Ladon Sneed McCracken.
Jazare Kimaja Lourdes Miller.
Haley M. McGinnis.
Deontay Datari Menafield.
Cade Curtis McGowan.
Jeremiah McKeever.
Elizabeth Grace Michelle.
Alex Mitchell.
Anise Miranda.
Leonard Anthony Montalbano.
Jalen Elijah Moses Mitchell.
Trenton Wayne Moon.
Alondra Sarah Montenegro.
Nadia Denise Morales.
Jason Vladimir Morales.
Melanie Moreno Gutierrez.
Jocelyn Moreno Gutierrez.
Trevor Dean Neighbors.
Samuel Lee Mozeki.
Cheyenne Nazario.
Ashley Robin Myers.
Devin James Noda.
Justin James Emilio Noto.
Kaylin Milan Oklima.
Brandon Anthony Neal.
Nada Reina Orea Bravo.
Jordan Mackenzie Nita.
Ivan Alejandro Pacheco.
Keira Oliveira Tejeda.
Jenna Danielle Palma.
Carlos Danielle Ortiz Garcia.
Kanaloa Papas.
Jessica Palacios.
Bridget Lynn Perillo.
Thomas Anthony Panessa.
Ethan James Perez.
Paulina Paredes Laguna.
Nisa Jensen Perry.
Aisha Renice Patterson.
Romeo Antonio Perez.
John Edward Perez.
Brody Ronald Plapp.
Cameron Perry.
Junior Salendra Pony.
Sean Dean Piltz.
Anijah Cheyenne Pope.
Rachel Kendall Ponce de Leon.
Justin Connor Price.
Mary Jane Poole.
Cynthia Marie Quintana.
Robert Schuyler Potter.
Alexis Eduardo Ramirez.
Connor John Paldrake Pulliam.
Joseph Andrew Ramirez.
Avante DeMarco Rains.
Ralston Quint Ramirez.
Diego Palez Ramirez.
Caitlin Giovanna Ramirez Espino.
Kayla Sophia Ramirez.
Thomas Adrian Ramos.
Santiago Jim Ramirez.
Cameron Jacob Reed.
Gavin Anthony Ramos.
Alexis Damaris Reyes.
Isabel Rosalena Ramos Smith.
Haley Leanne Reinhardt.
Brian Didier Regalado.
Fabian Reyes.
Christopher Kenneth Render.
Daphne Cecia Reyes Pina.
Sarah Isabel Reyes.
Jocelyn Reza.
Edwin Josu Reyes Hernandez.
Oscar Manuel Rodriguez.
Skylar Yvonne Robertson.
Cynthia Isis Rover.
Eddie Jose Rijas Jimenez.
Gavin Romero.
Samantha Belinda Rodriguez.
Thomas Stephan Rosa.
Carlos Rojas.
Joshua Edward Rosas.
Jocelyn Romero.
Kennedy Raylan Ross.
Miguel Rosales.
Kyle Jonathan Runkle.
Trevor D. Royale.
Otonio Sainz.
Noshi Dominique Russell.
Brian Salazar Padilla.
Andrew Felix Sanchez.
Anthony Sanchez.
Juan Luis Sanchez.
Ulysses Sanchez.
Karen Janet Sanchez Reyes.
Ariana Deshay Sanders.
Caitlin Jolene Sanders.
Alize V. Sandoval.
Damaris S. Sansbury.
Angela Mary Santianes.
Cheyenne Sartain.
Emily Marie Saxon.
Kylie Scruggs.
Griffin Osborne Schultz.
Savannah Schaefer.
Emily Marie Sedlacek.
Christian David Soto.
Cyrus Shepard.
Samantha Sovabaro.
Vincent Gabriel Navarro Soberano.
Shane Michael Spencer.
Alan Soto.
Sydney Mae Stinnett.
Isaac Michael Stennett.
Michael Deshawn Stringer.
Jamisha Ramira May Stevens.
Zachary Ryan Sweet.
Liana Deanne Summerlin.
Zenith Matthew Taylor.
Justice Kainoa Simons.
Dakari Zakai Terry.
Maisie Real Roldan Tyong.
Brian Allen Thomas.
Ray Van Thies.
Chloe Annalie Thursby.
Evica Rain Thurgood.
Montez Yvette Torres.
Joshua Lee Thurston.
Robert Conrad Turner.
Kyle Thomas Turner.
Haley Luann Urena.
Trenton Turner.
Isis N. Valdez Ramos.
Selena Rose Valdez.
Yasmin Aurora Vargas Solis.
Gilberto Valenzuela.
Anisa Kyrene Vasquez.
Keontae LeVar Varnado.
Jenna Lee Michelle Velasquez Rodriguez.
James Saul Vasquez.
Samantha Lizette Vigil.
Angela Nicole Villalobos.
Kyla Alexis Warner.
Elizabeth Anita Wallace.
Shayna S. Warren.
Caitlin Rebecca Warner.
Barry Lane Wah.
Heather Marie Jusa Watchorn.
Penny Lynn Witcher.
Shadiah Sherelle Wells.
Kamal Kassim Williams.
Brooklyn Maria Williams.
Remesis Charles Williams.
Michael Joseph Williams.
Anthony Kyle Woodard.
Keanu Wolven.
Abigail Sophia Wright Skylar.
Christopher Matthew Woodard.
Jesus Sochika Escalana.
Zachary Robert Wiley.
Arvin Lawrence D. Yadao.
Isaac Ibarra.
Karen Sue Zavala.
Mary Spanos.
Travis Lee Darnell. Pedro Luis Atondo Lopez. Merari Mahari Martinez Valenzuela.
Can you put this one behind Darby's?
Hi, I am Aaron Greenewald, Student Body Secretary.
I'm Julio Duron, Nevada State Wrestling Champ.
I am Kaeli.
Ready? Come on. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Congratulations,
class of 2019.
Oh.
Please stand for the turning of the tassels.
We would like to extend our best wishes and good luck to all the graduates.
Class of 2019, take your tassel in your right hand.
On the count of 3, turn your tassel from the right to the left. Ready? Ready? You okay? Ready?
You ready?
1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Shout out to all my dogs, baby! We did it!